Brought to you by GTA. We start with you.
Pastor Steve McManus has been going into Department of Corrections main facility in Mangilao for the past 30 years, administering to the spiritual needs of the inmates.
We sincerely believe that the key is your relationship with God, with your Creator, and with and just discovering your faith and your relationship with Christ, and allowing Him to reform you from the inside out.
Once the inmates are released from prison, less steps are taken in the walk of faith, and it becomes an uphill battle against recidivism.
The return rate is quite high. The struggle is real. You know, it's harder to adjust to the world outside. And sometimes it's safer just to be back with your family inside.
Pastor McManus noted this while working within the residential substance abuse treatment program that transitions the inmates out of prison. He said there were 2 inmates in the 25th cycle that could not be released like everyone else because they were homeless. Through his fellowship at the Christian Life Center, Pastor McManus volunteered to house the former inmates and then designed the restoration program. The RES stands for Recovery, Education, and Shelter. The program has been active for 1 month. It is a year-long cycle period only for men. Currently, there are 4 clients. According to Pastor McManus, the center is set up for 16 individuals.
We feel that the key to success is, for our clients is not just to be consumers of the program, but to see yourself as giving back.
The program is in the process of growing by developing a soup kitchen in Agat that the clients will run. While some people may not be as inclined to be served by a former inmate, Pastor McManus shares a personal story on how he came to understanding God's message of forgiving your enemies.
There's a man that killed my brother, right, many years ago, and this is what brought about my transformation, because I was on the verge of really giving my life to Christ. When I was in high school, I was into drugs, I was stealing stuff, I was doing grand theft auto and all that stuff. And my brother's killed, right? This is just after he and I got saved.
His brother had just came out of prison, and both of them felt saved by faith. Pastor McManus explains this as a radical moment in his life. It
was just radical, right? So I'm like, yes, the excitement of the first love of Jesus Christ. Right. And then he's killed. And so it's just, everything just came to a halt, and I was at the breaking point.
Pastor McManus said he was tempted to turn his cheek the other way from Christ, but instead he went the opposite direction. But then 5 years later, the man that killed his brother was released, and McManus saw him on a flight to Saipan.
And I just remember going through my mind, I want to kill this guy. You know, this is it. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. But that's when the truth became alive. That's when it finally came alive. That's when because I thought I said I forgave him after the murder, right? But 5 years later, when because I've never seen him, and then he got out of prison, so it's like, whoa, he didn't get fully punished, so let me finish it off, right? Or, you know, but there was just a peace that came over.
Wanting to bring the same peace on the island, the restoration program also needs the community's help and is asking for any volunteers and contributions or direct donations for maintenance needs. In addition, there are openings at the center. The main criteria: you have to want to change.
If you have that desire to change and move forward, we'll help you.
Brought to you by GTA. We start with you.